choose who I want to, because I earned that right. But do I like this fight? Absolutely not.
But at the same time, this is what we do. We've been in the hurt business our whole life. So what's dangerous to us? I mean, God bless us, but there are so many people that are going down now from just COVID.
I mean, you talked about Floyd first, and then he basically just fired back in a different way.
Floyd Mayweather has stunned the boxing community by making an unexpected move, sending a formal fight offer to Roy Jones Jr., a development that comes shortly after Roy publicly called him out during an appearance on the Stephen A. Smith Show. Mayweather, confident in his legendary status, stated that he has earned the privilege to choose his opponents based on his accomplishments in the sport, rather than being dictated to by critics or challengers. He emphasized that Roy's comments over the past several weeks have been direct provocations, making it clear that Jones has been trying to draw him into a confrontation.
And the fight fans around the world, I know how y'all are. I know y'all enjoy this thing of boxing. I know we play games and people have their issues and people have opinions. It's cool too. I got opinions and I'm allowed to say my opinion or speak my opinion. And if somebody was trying to send me a subliminal message, it won't. Because if you want to prove that you're better than me, I'm always ready. Wide open, ready to go. It's called.
Jeff Mayweather, Floyd's uncle and trainer, didn't hold back when reacting to Roy Jones Jr.'s decision to call out Floyd. He pointed out that it was Roy who started the tension by making those comments in the first place, effectively lighting the fuse for this rivalry. Jeff questioned the logic of challenging someone to a fight simply because they made a statement about you, noting that such behavior seems more rooted in personal frustration than professional competitiveness. He went further, suggesting that Roy's motivation might stem from a deeper resentment toward Floyd's unparalleled success in boxing and the fame that has followed him for decades.
You talked about Floyd first, and then he basically just fired back in a different way. So, I mean, why would you want to fight somebody just because they said something? He did the exact same thing that you did.
Because he felt like he was questioning his manhood and stuff, showing the clips of him getting knocked out, like that stuff.
They ain't got shit to do with no fucking manhood.
Obviously he does to Roy. What are you getting mad at me for? Roy's the one that...
You the one talking that bullshit, manhood. They ain't got shit to do with no
Well, why would he want a street fight? He says personally he wants a street fight.
He want a street fight because he got mad. That's all. He got mad because what Floyd did.
He wants some Rocky V type stuff, Tommy Gunn and Rocky in the streets.
Maybe you want that. I don't know.
Think Floyd would ever want that?
Well, I mean, the thing is this.
Or maybe they do it in the doghouse late at night.
If him and Floyd was at the same weight, yeah, they could do it. And it would be no problem at all. I mean, this man weighed over 200 pounds. Floyd walking around that body about 147, 150 at the most.
Logan Paul was big too.
Get the fuck out of here with that Logan Paul.
Roy Jones Jr. fired back by dismissing Floyd Mayweather as nothing more than a creation of modern social media, someone who thrives on attention, trending topics, and online publicity rather than pure boxing ambition. In stark contrast, Roy described his own career as one built purely on the love of the sport and the desire for genuine competition, not on manufacturing a public image. He highlighted what he sees as a fundamental difference between them. While he has always prioritized stepping into the ring against the best fighters available, Floyd has focused on marketing himself and protecting his brand. Roy's confidence was evident as he declared he fears no opponent, regardless of his age, and that he remains ready to fight anyone who dares challenge him. This public challenge was meant not only to show his competitive spirit but also to shut down any critics who doubt his ability to still deliver in the ring.
Right. I don't know what's going on with him. Sugar Ray Leonard said himself he thought he would beat him. The reason I tell people I thought Sugar would beat him is because when you mention great fighters, right? 90% of your great fighters are black, the ones from the past. Now, with the Eastern Bloc coming on like they are, there's gonna be some great ones coming on now. Even with Lil Tony, as you see, these guys are gonna be great. They're gonna start eclipsing and coming up there too. But right now, if you had to name 5 of the best fighters of all time, 4 of them gonna be black. You understand me? Who did he beat that was black in his prime, that was in their prime, that was on his level? Nobody. Sugar Ray Leonard beat Marvin Hagler, Tommy Hearns twice, Roberto Duran, who would be one of the other people on that pound list. He beat guys that were Floyd Mayweather Sr. He beat guys that were at their prime, no matter what color they were. He beat all of them at their prime. Him and Tommy fought when they both had O's. Not when Tommy got beat by Iran Barkley. that's too late to beat him. If you beat him after that, it don't count. You understand me? So it's not that. I'm not saying Floyd's not a great fighter, but I can't put him ahead of guys who have crossed that line like that. When you have when I put you in with an equal opposition, now I can judge and say, hey, you did that, you go on that line. But Terrence Crawford was there all these years. He never fought. You fought Canelo, who was way younger than Crawford, well, 3 years younger than Crawford. But Crawford was there too, but you never called Crawford's name.
Is there like some sort of tensions and beef between you? Or?
He got mad because I said that on All the Smoke, and then he started put up some videos of him watching some of the fights I had in my later career where I got knocked out. You know, he said, look at the highlights. Yeah, you know, they make the highlights for them, but those highlights are probably more exciting than your highlights. Still, you feel me? But you know, when you play with me, I'm not ducking or dodging nothing. Still, my name's still Roy Jones. I don't care. I get in shape right now for anybody. Running ain't my game. I never duck and dodge. I'm not that guy.
Do you think he'll fight you?
I don't know if he will. I'm wide open for it. So let's go.
On that note, it was always a pleasure, my man. Thanks.
Joe Rogan offered his perspective by showering praise on Roy Jones Jr.'s extraordinary fighting style, calling it the most unorthodox, creative, and unpredictable approach in the history of boxing. He reminisced about Roy's prime years when his lightning-fast reflexes, unmatched hand speed, and unconventional movement patterns made him a nearly unbeatable force inside the ring. Rogan's admiration reinforced the narrative that Roy is not just another skilled boxer but a once-in-a-generation athlete whose natural gifts set him apart from almost everyone who has ever laced up gloves. Such recognition from a respected commentator adds legitimacy to Roy's challenge to Floyd.
Roy Jones had the craziest style of all time. When he was in his prime, that dude was untouchable. Every fight was an execution.
Body head bangers, bro. He was
so fat. He was the only guy in CompuBox history didn't get a single punch landed on him in a round. When he fought Vinny Pazienza, didn't get a single punch landed
jump
on
left
him.
hook in. That's all he
And
did.
then he just put it on him. And then he tried to stop the fight himself. He looked at the referee, he's like, stop this fight. And the referee's like, keep fighting. And he's like, all right. He goes like that. He does like that. And he just tunes him up and KOs him.
Bro, what a beast.
Roy Jones Jr. went even further in his criticism, openly stating that Floyd Mayweather would not even make it into his personal top 5 list of all-time great fighters. He questioned the quality of Floyd's resume, asking who he truly fought at the absolute peak of their abilities. In Roy's opinion, Canelo Alvarez was the only fighter Floyd faced who matched him in skill and stature, while the rest of his notable opponents were either past their prime or simply not in the same league. Roy's comments were aimed at dismantling the image of Floyd as someone who consistently sought out the toughest possible challenges throughout his career.
All right, here with Jeff Mayweather at the Manny Pacquiao press conference. What's going on, Jeff? Talked a little bit yesterday about the Roy Jones, Floyd Mayweather situation. Just wanted to expand on it a little bit. I saw an interview with Roy, and he was like, because I asked you think we'd see an exhibition or a real fight, and he's like, you know, there'd definitely be no exhibition. Either going to be in the ring or it's going to be a street fight. Either one, I don't care. What do you think about those comments?
Well, I mean, the thing is that basically, I mean, you talked about Floyd first, and then he basically just fired back in a different way. So, I mean, why would you want to fight somebody just because they said something? He did the exact same thing that you did.
Because he felt like he was questioning his manhood and stuff, showing the clips of him getting knocked out and all that kind of stuff.
That ain't got shit to do with no fucking manhood.
Obviously he does to Roy. What are you getting mad at me for? Roy's the one that...
You the one talking that bullshit manhood. They ain't got shit to do with no
Well, why would he want a street fight? He says personally he wants a street fight.
He want a street fight because he got mad. That's all. He got mad because what Floyd did.
He wants some Rocky 5 type stuff, you know, Tommy Gunn and Rocky in the streets.
Maybe you want that. I don't know.
Think Floyd would ever want that?
Well, I mean, the thing is this.
Or maybe they could do it in the doghouse late at night.
If him and Floyd was at the same weight, yeah, they could do it. I mean, it would be no problem at all. I mean, this man weighed over 200 pounds. Floyd walking around that body about 147, 150 at the most.
Logan Paul was big too.
Get the fuck out of here with that Logan Paul shit.
Roy also emphasized that a showdown between himself and Floyd Mayweather would be nothing short of a global event. He painted a picture of two of the most iconic fighters from different eras meeting in the ring, generating an atmosphere of excitement and anticipation that could capture the imagination of fans worldwide. To him, the fight would go beyond entertainment. It would be a unique historical moment where boxing enthusiasts could witness two legends testing their skills against each other in a once-in-a-lifetime spectacle.
Entertaining fighters of their decade in the ring together, it has to be entertaining. And I think Mike can say the same thing I can say. We are willing to risk our health at a time like this, not only for the charitable part of it, but also to give people entertainment at a time when people don't have entertainment. Nobody has nothing right now. There's no real entertainment going on. Times are hard right now. People are stuck at home with nothing to do. Well, let's think about what would have happened had you put this bomb and this.
True to his reputation for speaking his mind, Roy Jones Jr. didn't stay silent when Floyd Mayweather claimed to be greater than Muhammad Ali. He immediately voiced his disagreement, stressing that Muhammad Ali is the true greatest of all time. Roy argued that anyone who fails to respect Ali's legacy doesn't truly understand or love the sport of boxing. For Roy, Ali's greatness was not just about his skill in the ring, but about his courage, moral convictions, and his influence far beyond boxing.
Roy Jones Jr. is asked where he ranks Floyd Mayweather in boxing history.
Who? If you don't respect Muhammad Ali, how can I respect you? Tell me that you don't think Muhammad Ali is the greatest of all time?
Yeah.
You may well be spitting in my face.
He doesn't even put him in the top 5.
You may as well spit in my face. The greatest athlete of all time, always in my book, is going to be Muhammad Ali.
That ain't what I think, that's what I know.
Some people live for different reasons.
Yeah.
Like you said, some people live for and respect different things in life. Some people more materialistic or like that than others. Ali had a heart of gold. I loved Ali because of the heart he had. He fought for the weak. He stood up for those that were disabled or those that wasn't as beneficial as others. He fought for all good for all people. And he tried to keep everybody unified at the same time. When he died, you saw people from every religion, every race come to his funeral. Why? How many other people have we seen that happen with?
Yeah.
Not many. You understand me?
The sense he
Continuing on that point, Roy criticized Floyd's statement as a sign of disrespect toward the legends who sacrificed so much and paved the way for today's fighters. He stressed that true greatness isn't solely defined by an undefeated record, but also by the willingness to stand up for values and causes larger than oneself. In Roy's view, Muhammad Ali embodied the spirit and heart of a champion in ways that Floyd has never approached, and likely never will.
It's not really that I don't like. The one thing I don't like is that you don't respect elders. You understand me? When you talk about Muhammad Ali got beat by an 8-0 fighter. That 8-0 fighter was an Olympian who was a monster. Who, if you had a monster like that in your weight class, you wouldn't fight him at that time. You understand where I'm coming from? So, that being said, you're disrespecting the greatest fighter of all time. And if you disrespect him, you disrespect anybody. So you have no respect. But when you see me, you're gonna have some respect. Because if you wanna get it, we can get it. I'm willing to go earn my respect. You understand me? So it's not like I don't like the dude. The dude cool. Right. I went through a phase in boxing where you had to play king of the hill. You had to fight whoever came up that side of the hill. He came along, he did his thing. He made more money than anybody ever made. He did his thing. The way he did his thing, that's his thing. I'm not gonna argue and say, I'm mad at him for doing it. He did what he had to do it the way he wanted to do it. He's entitled to that. But don't tell me you're the greatest of all time and don't disrespect the greatest of all time. Because now that's disrespectful to me.
Is Floyd Mayweather top 5?
No, not in my book. No.
Not even top 10?
Maybe top 10 in my book, yeah. Not top 5. Maybe top 10.
Adding his voice to the discussion, Max Kellerman argued that Floyd Mayweather should not be considered the greatest of all time. Kellerman acknowledged Floyd's business genius but noted that his career strategy revolved heavily around generating massive pay-per-view sales rather than consistently facing the most dangerous possible opponents. He suggested that Floyd handpicked his fights to maximize profits and preserve his perfect record, a tactic that, in Kellerman's eyes, weakens his claim to being the sport's all-time best.
Rocky Marciano was 49-0. Before Floyd got to 50-0, he was a heavyweight champ. Did anyone ever consider Rocky Marciano the GOAT? No, not seriously, no. Why would Floyd be considered the GOAT? Because he beat more fighters than Rocky did, more great ones? That's true. But really, Floyd was careful in the way he selected opponents. Don't get that twist. It's not that Floyd didn't fight a lot of great fighters. He did. It's not that I don't think he would have beaten a lot of the tougher fighters than he fought. I think he probably would have, but he didn't do it. He waited. He waited till Pacquiao wasn't at his best anymore. He didn't fight Margarito when Margarito was tearing everyone up. He waited for the right time to fight people. He got paid twice as much for fighting Pacquiao in a less dangerous fight than he would have had he fought him when everyone wanted to see him fight. Floyd is among the all-time greats, but he ain't number one.
Offering a completely different angle, Michael Jai White compared Floyd Mayweather to martial arts icon Bruce Lee and Roy Jones Jr. He explained that Floyd possesses many of the same traits these legends legends are celebrated for extreme discipline, refined skill, and mastery over the finer details of their craft. In White's opinion, Floyd is more than just a boxer, he is a martial artist who excels in precision, timing, and technical execution. By placing Floyd in the company of universally respected icons, White highlighted that his success is the result of both extraordinary talent and relentless dedication.
Just kind of indicate the telegraphing. There's a telegraphing. But now, if I punch with my weapon, my chest ain't flexing. My weapon is moving. It looks like I'm too far away. But I do this, right? And then by this point, I turn my hip and shoulder, and all of a sudden that punch is right at you. So that's one of the things that Floyd kind of does. And that's why, when I look at Floyd, I go, yeah, there's a reason he's hitting people cold when they're not ready for it. Because he's doing that. And Roy Jones was doing that too. And if you put it side by side, Roy Jones, Floyd Mayweather, Bruce Lee, you're going to see a very similar thing. They're all leading with the weapon, right?
Jones Jr. recently did an interview where he said that Sugar Ray Leonard would have beaten Floyd Mayweather. Floyd took to his social media and showed him watching every single time Roy Jones got knocked out. And I'm not talking about the regular knockouts. I'm talking about the vicious ones where he was out cold. This is him getting knocked out by Antonio Tarver. We all remember that one. And it just completely just shows his lowlights. But it didn't stop. Like, he did this for multiple fights. Look at him, he just out cold. But he did this for multiple fights. I don't know if you guys know, but Roy Jones Jr. has been critical of Floyd for a long time, mainly because what he says about Muhammad Ali, because he said he's not the best. I think he also states that Floyd only cares about money. He's a boring fighter. He says, meaning Roy Jones, saying my highlights are better than his. And as you can see, he's just going down the line, fight by fight by fight, from oldest all the way to the last time he got knocked out. Just sitting in his living room, just chilling, just watching Roy Jones Jr. just get completely obliterated. But what do y'all think, man? Do y'all think Floyd would have beat Sugar Ray? I ain't gonna lie, I'm picking Floyd over everybody. I think he was the best fighter of all time, and I'm named after Muhammad Ali, but what do y'all think? Y'all comment down.
Roy Jones Jr., however, continues to see Floyd Mayweather's career as one meticulously managed to create the illusion of perfection. While he admits Floyd's undefeated record is statistically impressive, he questions its depth, believing it comes from carefully avoiding the riskiest and most dangerous matchups. For Roy, true greatness means taking on fights where the outcome is uncertain and pushing oneself to the limit. He argues that fans who look deeper into the sport will realize that Floyd's image as an untouchable legend is fueled more by strategic branding than by an unbroken string of truly defining victories.
Even at this age, who's better? Let's do it. We don't got to do subliminal. Roy Jones, 56 years of age, right? If you don't know, Roy Jones, who's 66 wins, 10 losses, no draw, 47 wins by way of knockout. He was knocked out 5 times in his career. Stands at 5'11" with a 74-inch arm reach. Roy Jones was asked a few times, particularly he did an interview with another Hall of Famer, an Olympic gold medalist, 2-division world champion retired, Andre S.O.G. Ward. And Roy Jones was asked about, what his thoughts is of Floyd Mayweather. He's always been very outspoken when it comes to Floyd Mayweather. He's never kept it a secret. He don't value Floyd Mayweather because Floyd Mayweather made a statement about Roy Jones' icon, right? A guy he looked up to, the GOAT, as many people believe, Muhammad Ali. When Floyd Mayweather made the comments that Muhammad Ali is not better than him, that he's better than Muhammad Ali, Roy Jones didn't take that too light. Roy Jones was not happy with that. He said, how you gonna say you better than the GOAT? How you gonna say you better than somebody that paved the way for us all? How you gonna say, that you could beat Muhammad Ali? You a small guy. You understand what I'm saying? And rightfully so, I get it. But Roy Jones, got to understand, everybody's mindset ain't his mindset, right? Everybody don't have the same mindset. Everybody's not looking at it the same way. right? Floyd Mayweather always says this. It is no disrespect to no other fighter, but I ain't getting the sport of boxing. This ain't no fighter is better than me, and he ain't supposed to, right? You get in this, yeah, you have idols, you have icons, you have people that paved the way that you look up to, but you get in it to be better than them, right? It's just like being a parent, right? You want your kids to be better than you, not equal to you, not on the same level, but you want them to be better than you. And that's how Floyd Mayweather look at it. Yeah, Muhammad Ali paved the way. Yes, he's great, but guess what? I ain't getting in this sport for to say somebody's better than me. Now, where Floyd Mayweather went a little sideways to the people when Muhammad Ali's kids and family got involved, his daughter Layla Ali, they wasn't happy, and then Floyd...
That concludes the discussion for today's segment. Stay tuned for more updates as the tension between Floyd Mayweather and Roy Jones Jr. continues to build, potentially setting the stage for one of the most talked about showdowns in recent boxing memory.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. For more exciting videos, make sure to hit the bell icon and stay updated. Subscribe to Boxing Hub now for all the latest in boxing.